This is Caitlin.
And this is Robert.
And this is Gotta Swing Session 3, still working on the Bandstand Boogie Woogie routine. Got through a little bit more. Last week we had finished up with the Charleston line, so we're doing the next section after that. So if you remember, that Charleston line ended with us doing a Charleston swing out and then our partners hopping to the side.
So do we want to show the whole thing or just that section and then show what comes next?
Let's show that section and then what comes next. So again, we've untwisted, we have linked up with our partners. We've got a rock, step, kick, step, a double kick, rock, step, hop, up, and over, right? So that's 2 8 counts. I think we covered all the details of that in the last video, so you can check out the end of that video for that. From here, we're going to do a Charleston basic with a slight change. So we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I did not step on 8. That's because I'm setting up for the next move. So from that point, we are going to do an obstacle illusion. We'll show you what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So the optical illusion there is that I am shaking Caitlin, but in reality,
I shake myself.
Caitlin shakes herself and is actually providing the base so that I don't fall flat on my face, because that is not a natural place to balance.
So we do a little bit of role reversal. Often leads are being the strong base. In this case, I am. So what happens is I do my Charleston basic. The beginning is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 7, 8, I'm going to turn to face my partner and I'm going to plant. And I'm going to plant evenly, strongly, so that when my partner kicks up their leg, I'm holding them up in case they're wobbly. And then I'm shaking my upper body myself to make it look like Robert's shaking me with my leg. But don't actually do that because it would be uncomfortable for your follow and you're more likely to fall. So follows are being a strong base and we're shaking our own bodies to whatever feels okay for us.
Yep.
For the leads.
So for me, I've got that kick, and as Caitlin plants, I'm going to sink in my left leg a little bit so that I've got some muscle activation there, keeping me upright.
So I think you've got 1. You need to try to get it up on 1.
Yeah, so I've got my 8, and by 1, I want to have my knee somewhere around my follow's hip.
And so I'm going to be really solid in case they're feeling wobbly. You're only going to do this for about 4 counts. By about 5, you're getting the leg down.
Yep.
And it matches what's happening in the song. It goes ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Woo!
Right? And so again, there's just that. You hit that part, and then the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's down on 5, so we're ready for the next bit.
And leads, this is one spot where I haven't really committed my weight 100% because I need to do something odd on the next bit as well. So we're down on 5. Follows look at the crowd for the O. I'm going to go to handshake position, and instead of rock stepping left, I'm going to rock step with my right leg. So it's going to be a rock step.
And we are all doing the same thing. We are all doing right dominant footwork. So we're all right rocking.
Yep.
And everybody, leads and follows, are doing the exact same footwork. But leads are choosing the direction and the size of the shape.
Yep. For this first right rock, you want to get a really good stretch because this is going to send us slightly past each other. We'll show you what this looks like, and then we'll break it down. So again, we've got our right rock, kick, step, big. 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 I went 1 too many. But that is the pattern that we're doing. We do it for 3, and then we use the 4th one to get back into side-by-side position.
So let's show that footwork in isolation real quick.
Yep.
So again, we're all doing the same footwork. We're all going to start with our weight shifted to our left side because we're getting ready to right rock.
Yep. So again, it is right rock, kick, step, big kick, right rock, kick, step, big kick, last kick, step, big kick. So that's the rhythm for it. The geography, the way I think about it as a lead, is I think about having, like if I was in a 4-quadrant sort of square thing, I'm starting off in quadrant 1 with that first right rock. I right rock, kick step, I'm now in quadrant 2 for that big kick. I right rock, kick step, now I'm in quadrant 3 for a big kick. Right rock, kick step, I'm here in quadrant 4, and here's kind of where I'm going to stay to get out of it and get us back into side by side. But at least for me, that's the way I think about the geography of this pattern.
So it's a little circle, but you're going to hit each of those spots.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. So leads are going to be more in the center of that circle probably, follows more on the outside, but we don't really worry about it follows. I wouldn't try to back lead this.
Yep.
I would go where the stretch takes you. Just don't travel too far away during all of this.
Yeah.
And good tension in the arms is really important because when we're traveling, it's really helpful to get opposite stretch that we can then use to rebound in the other direction. So really, we really do use this stretch on the rock away to go boing in the other direction. Whee! Big stretch, kick, big kick.
Last
stretch,
one.
Kick.
And here I'm going to catch, but yeah, we got that big kick, and now it's going to pivot, kick, step.
Pivot, kick.
Yep.
So we're going into our handshake hold, which is something many of you have learned before.
It's a Charleston standard. We'll show you the 2 standard moves, and then we're taking just a little bit of each to do this. So for those of you who remember, a natural progression is we'll have that Charleston kick through, right? Everyone's learned this in the beginner series.
Kick, hold, kick.
And then you may have learned how to do hand-to-hand Charleston, which looks like this.
Pivot, kick, pivot, kick.
Right?
You just need to catch in the middle.
So those are 2 very standard moves. When you're doing hand-to-hand Charleston, we push off each other's hands, let go, and catch the next one, right?
So again, good tension in the arms is important because you need a stopping point and a rebound point.
Yep.
So I turn into my partner, that stops me because I lock that elbow, and then we can push off to help us turn in the other direction to do those quick directional changes.
Yeah, so that's the hand-to-hand Charleston bit, and then what we're
That's
using.
standard. So let's show you what we're using in this.
Yeah, so the way we're using it is we're kind of going in reverse in that we've got that motion that gets us around the circle.
So we've
then
got
we're doing
our big rock step.
that big rock step here. Then we're using hand-to-hand Charleston to switch positions.
Kick, hold, kick.
And now that I'm here, I'm going to use that Charleston kick through pattern to get back to side, right? And so, again, that was, some people struggled with that when they didn't recognize, oh, these are moves I already know. They're just coming at them from a slightly different spot in the music. But most of you did really good after we had kind of practiced it.
So we talked in isolation about all the pieces. Let's once again put it back together so they can see it cleanly in one shot.
So from the move, or are we stitching the whole thing together, or just from the start of the Charleston traveling?
Well, what comes right before the Charleston traveling? I think you might need that bit, yeah.
Okay, so from the moment where we're going into the shake, we've got our rock, step, kick, hold, kick, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh, and then we go stretch,
right, rock, kick, step, big.
Rock, step, kick,
big. Last one, kick, big.
Pivot, kick, pivot, kick, pick them up to the front.
And that was the section that we went over. You guys did awesome. Was there anything else we needed to do?
Did we get a little bit past that?
We may have gotten a little bit past it. I think the next thing is the S turn, isn't it? And I don't remember getting into the S turn.
Probably we didn't get to that.
So we'll show you the S turn really quick as a preview for next week. So we land here, and then we've got a rock, step, a kick, hold, kick, step, a hop, left, rock, kick, and back. So that's coming up. Yeah. You guys are awesome. We will see you in 7 days.
And for those who stayed late to learn air steps, We hope you had fun.
Yep.